Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video is going to be about, I would say, my second favorite character in all of My Hero Academia, Izuku Midoriya, Deku. Yeah. And I really like him for several reasons. I've talked to a lot of people and they all say the same thing. They all really don't like Deku for some reason. And it's like, I don't understand why. Yes, he was a crybaby. Yes, he did. He was weak, but that's the whole point of his character. He grows as a character throughout the entire series. He is, even though he is a crybaby at the beginning, he's one of the first people to jump into action almost repeatedly. He was quirkless, and he jumped in to save his friend. Well, I would say it's his bully, Bakugo, but it just shows his character that he was willing to sacrifice himself to save him because, like, he had no powers at the time. Yes, he has probably the most overpowered quirk in the entire series by far. Well, second over, I would say, yeah, one of the most overpowered quirks in the entire series now. But it's just crazy to me that he gets all his hate when he's like the main character, which doesn't mean anything. You can have a really bad main character and have a good series, but I think he's an interesting character. He isn't your typical shonen protagonist. He has some of the traits that most of them have, but like, he shows that he has fear. He shows that he thinks. And he shows that, like, if you put in enough work, you can do whatever. Yes, I don't believe... They tried to emphasize at the beginning of the series that he was the bottom of the class. He was starting from nothing. But let's be real. If he were to fight Mineta, he would kick Mineta's ass at the beginning of the series. I honestly think so. There's a few... The earphone jag chick? Maybe, I don't know. You get hit enough by music, I guess? I don't know. But he's always had this rivalry with Bakugo, and it's really fucked with Bakugo mentally that Deku has made it this far, has come to these heights that he's gotten. And Bakugo doesn't believe that Deku deserves it. But Deku has worked. And yes, I think it's a little ridiculous. I just think the author's really trying to drive home the fact that he can't control this power. And he's been doing it for so long that he can't control this power. He can't do this. He can't do that. Which is a little ridiculous. I mean, it's been like 4 seasons, 5, 6 seasons, actually. But he's about to unlock a bunch of new abilities. He's about to become even more, go beyond plus ultra, you know. And the fact that this man looks up to this guy, All Might, who's the symbol of peace, and he wants to be him. I don't think Deku will ever be, like, the most, like... He will never be the biggest guy. He will never be this, that. That's not his character. He'll always be nerdy. He'll always be Deku. And, like, couldn't talk to women. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. There's so many things that he couldn't do, but he's improved. He's evolved as a character, in my opinion. And he had to evolve. He had to grow. He's learning. He's a young hero, but who has been thrown in this society where people have these unbelievable abilities, these unbelievable things that they can do, and he had nothing for the longest time, and now he has to fight the biggest evil organization in Japan, and he has to beat them. And if he doesn't beat them, then the world will be destroyed. And they want to bring chaos and pain and destruction and all this stuff. And he wants to bring light. He wants to save people. He wants people to live. He wants his friends to be okay. He wants his family to be okay. He wants everything to be happy. He will help you if you need help. He wants to bring a smile to you like his idol did to him when he was a kid. And as he says in the fight with Overhaul, he says this. He says, well, I can't call myself a hero if I can't save one person, one little girl who needs me. Which is true. He does end up saving her. And her quirk is kind of overpowered as well. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's all sit down and say this to ourselves, or to people, that Deku is not a bad character. You could say he's annoying at the beginning of the series, yes. But like, I don't know, I found it endearing. I found it charming, all his little quirks. And like I related to the guy, besides the whole crybaby thing. Like, I'm a nerd, he's a nerd. He took all this time to study these heroes, to study people he admired. Now, do I understand why he called himself Bakugo's friend when Bakugo bullied the fuck out of him? No. And also, in every fight he's ever been in, he brings out the most of people. Like, I think Todoroki is the perfect example of this. When they were in the sports festival thing, Todoroki was like, I'm not going to use my flames, I'm not going to use my flames, I'm not going to use my flames. And Deku was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is so disrespectful to everyone in this event that you're not even willing. You're saying you're so much better than everyone else, you can use half your powers. That's not going to work on me. I will come at you until I can't fucking move. And then, like, I can't move my head, I can't move my arms, I can't move my legs. I will come at you until I can't move. Why can't you put in the effort? Use all of your ability. It's your power. Use it. Don't be making up these excuses that it's because your father that you can't use your flames. It's all your father's. And it's just it's incredibly, like, weird to see, like, a pro hero, or a protagonist of a series as popular as this show not as liked as he is. Like, man, people are like, oh, he's annoying, he's annoying, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. It's like, how? He's so different from the normal protagonist. He's so unique and, like, weird and quirky. And he's not like, yes, he gets brave and stuff, and he does change and all this stuff. And he helps, bro, he helped against, like, a serial killer dude, like Stain. He helped fight that guy. Everyone was fucking terrified of him and stuff, and he helped fight against him. He helped save Bakugo. Like, that was his plan. He was gonna do it no matter what. I was watching one of the My Hero movies. I think it was the second or third one, but, like, Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya, like, fight this, like, guy that's stronger than anyone they've fought in the series up to that point. And Deku gives him his quirk, and it's like, that would never happen. First off, Kacchan would never take it, and second off, that's not the best solution to the problem, and that's not one he would make. But I just wanted to mention that. But, like, Deku he's gonna get all these power-ups. He's gonna get so ridiculously powerful that, like, no person in their verse can fight against him. And he's still gonna have people on his level. He's still gonna have people close to him. Like, there are gonna be people that will come close, and that Deku will make Deku try harder. It'll make him fight harder. He'll have, I believe. Never mind. I don't want to get in that. But, like, it's so weird to me to find that one of my favorite characters in this series isn't as liked as I thought he would be. Like, in every other series, my favorite character is usually, like, I guess that's my statement. But anyways. And, like, I think Deku is the most interesting person in the class by far. I think it's not even close. Now, granted, most of the characters in Class 1A are lame, and why the fuck should you care about them? Like, dude who can talk to animals. Like, cool. You are going to be nothing. Yeah. The tentacle arm guy's pretty cool, but he doesn't really do anything. Like, there's obviously, like, a system in the class. Like, there's a hierarchy, I should say. And there's, like, 8 people on the top. There's 3 people on the very, very top. And it's not even close. But like, there's a very much a hierarchy on like people. And granted, Deku has had probably the most experience fighting villains, being in the front line, fighting people, by far, more than anyone else. And I find that impressive. He is always put in these situations. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.